Okay, coming at you for Friday, guys. 417. The warm up. We're going to be doing 10 reps of each movement here. These are going to be line drills. So what we're looking for first is a Frankenstein walk. If you want to do them across the room, you sure can. If you want to do them in place, that'll work fine too. Kicking those legs up lightly, of course, to start, and then work your way higher. After that, you're going to hit 10 quad stretches. Kick that heel up behind the butt. Pull the foot. And then switch sides. After 10 of those, we hit knee to chest. Stepping up, pulling that knee high into the chest. After that, we've got floor sweeps. You're going to kick that heel out, toe stays up. It's very important that the toe stays up and the knee locks out. It is not important if you can touch the floor. So don't go for the floor if it makes you bend your knee. After those, we're going to hit lateral lunges, side to side. And then jumping jacks. And down to the floor for push-ups. If you've got regular ones, great. That's fine. Keep the full body in line. If not, drop the knees. Still keeping that hip in line, lowering the chest, and pushing to full extension. And then Spider-Mans. Back on the floor, please. We're going to step forward, drop that elbow, rotate and reach, and then switch sides. Very nice. And then you're done. Mobility. We're going to go into a calf pedal first. So basically we're going into that down dog position, keeping the ears between the biceps, and then pedal it out. We're pushing that heel down while the other leg, the knee, can bend so you have a little more movement. After a minute of that, you're going to head to the wall and hit a wall stretch for a minute. Hands at shoulder width, shoulder height, stepping back and dropping that head through the window so your ears are past your biceps, stretching out those shoulders. Keep your elbows locked for me on that one. After that, we're going to hit the floor for wrist stretches, 30 seconds each direction. So we're going to start with palms down, fingers facing forward, elbows locked if you can, and lean forward. After 30 seconds there, rotate out to the sides, and you can give a little movement back and forth. You can bring those palms closer together if you want to. After 30 there, you're going to turn the fingers back towards the knees, and then you're going to lean back, and then very gently turn over to the top of the hands. Now remember with this one, guys, if you have a really tough time with it, take the pressure off one hand while you're working, and then switch to the other side and use a fist to support. When we're done there, of course, as usual, any normal stretching that you want to do. We are working on some overhead squat stuff, so if you want to mobilize the shoulders a little extra, go ahead. You can hit a T-stretch, you can hit a cat-cow stretch, you can hit a roller, whatever works for you. If you've got a roller and a barbell, I would definitely suggest hitting that thoracic opener. If not, no big deal. You can stretch out in other ways. The accessory work, though, we're going to be looking for quality here, guys. If you have a barbell, your reps and sets will be 6 by 6, okay? We want these super locked up. So if that means your empty bar, great. Warm up with an empty bar and stay there. When you get those shoulders good and warmed up, we are looking for good full depth squats, heels staying in contact with the floor, fist punching the ceiling, and that barbell following your center of mass. You'll notice that bar draws a pretty straight line from her ankles to her position overhead. Okay? Focus on that even if it means you're empty. All right? If you can add some weight, go ahead, but don't get too complicated. If you don't have a barbell but you got a broom, go ahead and practice those squats. But if you're in this category, let's go up a little bit and do 6 sets of 8. Okay? So same thing though, you're practicing nice slow reps. If you've got that PVC or broomstick, you may even want to turn that into tempo work. Nice and slow on the way down, maybe even hold the bottom for a second, and then drive back out strong. Okay? After that, if you don't have that or you don't want to work with a PVC or a broom, we can focus on our wall squats. If you know overhead's an issue, then set yourself up for wall squats. Now remember, with this, you don't want to have a stance wider than you would with a normal bar or a PVC. We do want those arms overhead and locked out, guys. It's very common when you squat, go ahead, Brandy, for people to bend the elbows and drop the arms out, and we do not want that. I want your elbows locked out and arms overhead. If you need to back up to make that happen, then do it, okay? I would rather see you further away with locked out arms than see you bending those arms and giving, okay? Now, we're going to have you rest 1 minute between each set there, and if you're doing wall squats, it is 6 sets of 10, and those can be tempo as well. You can try to hold the bottom for a second. That could work too. When that's done, we're going to get ready for the workout. It is 3 rounds, and each round is going to be scored for reps. We have a 5-minute AMRAP, and I believe it was a 3-minute break after each one. So you're going to work from 0 to 5, and then from 5 to 8 will be rest, okay?
Each round is scored separately.
Yep, each round is scored separately, like I said. Within that 5-minute AMRAP, you're going to start with jump rope, 60 double unders. So you're going to grab that jump rope if you've got it, hit your dubs. If you don't have dubs, don't worry about doubling the repetitions. Let's just hit 60 singles. And if you don't have a jump rope at all, let's just go ahead and hit 60 line hops. Now they can be front to back, they can be lateral. You can switch each round which direction you go, it does not matter. After 60 reps, you're going to do 10 handstand push-ups. If you're capable and you've got the space, great, do it. Regular kipping is allowed, strict, whatever you need to do. If you don't have the ability to do those, but you can do shoulder touches. You can flip up on the wall the other direction, do a wall climb, and then alternate across the body. Each time you reach across is a rep. If you don't have those shoulder touches, you can work off of a chair. Put your toes up, hold that nice tight pike position, and across the body. And if you don't have that, we can work in a plank position on the floor and crossing the body there. Now, if you'd rather, instead of a plank, do a handstand hold, you absolutely can. We want 20 seconds, and that's good for upside down practice. After your 20-second hold or whatever reps you did, you're going to hit 10 wall balls if you've got the space and the equipment. If you do not have a wall ball, we are going to show some options here. But what we want to see with that wall ball is elbows tighten inside, making that third point of contact with the chin and passing through a good squat. Now when that's done, we talk about the odd object. So if you have an odd object that's going to be tough to throw, do what Brandy's doing here and just reach out and touch the wall every time. Okay? If you guys want to get super spicy and you've got a kid, pick them up, squat, and throw them in the air. But that's 10 reps on that one. And if you want to break it down and have no equipment at all, you can do 10 squat jumps, guys. Just squat, jump off the ground at the top. You'll repeat that as many times as you can in 5 minutes, and then write down that score for reps, and then you get a 3-minute break. You'll do it again, and then a third time. If you've got questions on that one, hit us up, shoot us messages. We'll be checking in with you guys, see how you're doing, and we'll get you Saturday's workout. Have fun.